Welcome to Talking Industrial Automation, a podcast where you get to know the people who make modern industrial automation possible. You will get to hear from CSIA system integrators and industry partners to get a better understanding of how they help their clients solve process challenges and how they've earned success in their careers. Along the way, we will touch on system integration best practices, technology, trends, and challenges. Whether you are a manufacturer, end user, supplier, or system integrator, you will enjoy the insights these industry professionals bring to this podcast. Let's get started. Hi, my name is Lisa Richter, the host of Talking Industrial Automation, a podcast where you get to know the people who make modern industrial automation and processing possible. In today's episode, we're talking industrial automation as usual, but instead of hearing from one or two guests, you're going to hear from a lot of them. Hot mic style-ish, because I grabbed random 2022 Rockwell Automation Fair attendees as they stopped by the CSA booth and hit record. So what you're about to listen to is a series of micro interviews from people in all kinds of roles from around the world who were brave enough to step up and talk into the Yeti microphone I had set up in a DIY recording studio, which was literally a cardboard box. I'll let the results speak for themselves.
My name is Peter. I'm sales manager for a company called RS Automation, present in Mexico and in the United States. I actually live in Mexico right now. I love and like what I do because I really think that automation is the future in several industry parts. It's the future for automotive, for pharmaceutical plants. I think basically it's the whole future of us. I stopped in the CSA booth because I saw it's a network for companies like ours, which are not that big, to get in contact with other companies looking for work opportunities in general. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the automation part for warehouses, how today it's possible to assemble a complete order and feed different packaging lines all over conveyors which are fully automated. And I really liked it because I think it makes job easier, it makes it faster and more efficient.
My name is Samantha Pella, and I'm a student from the University of Nebraska-Kearney, and I live in Kearney, Nebraska. My favorite thing I've seen at the job fair so far has been just the insurmountable amount of innovations and technology, because I have never seen so much science in one room, and it is insane. And I stopped by this booth because I wanted to know what the microphone was, and I love it, though I love the podcast idea. I love what I do and being a student because it always broadens my knowledge, and I love learning. It's just been great being in the ID program as well, and we have great program partners that allow us to come to these type of things, and I'm literally speechless looking around at this place. It's amazing.
Hello there. Nice meeting you all. My name is CSIA. I am Executive Director for the Bridge Communications in Chile and Latin America. I live in Santiago. I love what I do because I get to travel, I get to see different kind of businesses, mostly industrial, in mining, energy, sustainability. So we get to create content about very interesting issues for big companies, both Chilean, Latin American, and global companies. I stopped at CSIA booth because I was interested in learning more about the association. It is very good how they create a hub for business practices and different system integrators to collaborate with each other. And I like it because today we're in a very collaborative economy, and this is what all companies need to have.
My name is David Turner. I'm the owner of a company called Process and Automation Specialists. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. I love what I do because it gets me an opportunity to meet new people and define and automate and optimize new processes and existing processes throughout many different manufacturing facilities. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I wanted to be famous.
Hi, my name is Michael Mach, and I am the CEO of a company called Electronauts. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I love what I do because I'm running a company and it's exciting to see the growth of our people and also the growth of our business. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I was just walking around and wanted to say hello and find out how we could do more work with the CSIA. The most interesting thing I've seen so far here at this show is some of the automation equipment that I'm looking at for our business. I like it because we need to automate so that we can stay ahead of our competition and make sure that we're delivering a great product to our customers.
My name is Colin Satrowski, and I am a supply chain coordinator for automation for Interstates Inc. I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I like what I do because it's interesting and every day is a challenge, and it's new. I've only worked at Interstates about 10 months now. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I wanted to make sure Interstates was on their list, and they were. I checked. Most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is all the VR headsets and no one's wearing them. No, there's too much to see. It's cool. I really do like the instrumentation booths because that interests me.
My name is Moises Garcia, and I'm General Manager for Automation Department in SCAP. I live in Mexico City. I love what I do because I can reach too many customers in Mexico and around the world. And I've known places and people that I never thought I knew before. I stopped by the CSIA because I wanted to thank all the help that they gave us. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the Swinton technology. That's the most interesting thing. I like it because it's really innovative. It's way so far innovative than the other things that I've seen.
My name is Josh Chenault, and I'm a project engineer for Martin Controls. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I like what I do because it gives me the opportunity to stay on the cutting edge of technology, get my hands dirty, and good mix of applications. I stopped by the CSIA booth because we're a CSIA member. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far, probably some of the VR and augmented reality stuff, because I think technology is going to be trending in that direction.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tiana Daniels, and I'm the marketing manager for KC Pallets Incorporated. I live in Chicago, Illinois, and our company is based in Chicago as well. I love what I do because I get to connect audiences to a product, and I also get to learn a lot more about everyone using like data and psychology, which I'm very into. I stopped by the CSIA booth because it looked very interesting. Her display was wonderful from a marketing point of view, and it really sparked interest. So I kind of wanted to see what they were up to. And the most interesting thing that I've seen at the show so far is a robot playing basketball. It was not very accurate, but it was very funny to watch. I like the show and I like everything that I'm seeing because it really does give you an insight into the industry, and it connects us to great companies like CSIA so that we can learn a lot more about them. I hope you all enjoy the show.
My name is Brad Davis. I am the president of Riot SCADA. I live in Lubbock, Texas. I love what I do because we get to control millions of dollars worth of assets every single day, and it gives me a great thrill. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I love the opportunities that partnering with other associations brings to our company. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is all of the robotics and the motion-associated automation. I like it because we get to play with big toys, and that's a fun thing to do.
My name is Andy Barriga. I am a channel account manager for Belden in Detroit, and I live in Lake Orion, Michigan. I love what I do because I am involved in the automotive industry based in Detroit, and I help the automation world be more successful. I did stop by the booth, being honest, for some drink tickets. I've seen a robot serving popcorn. That's been pretty interesting, and I like that because I love popcorn, and it's delicious.
Come closer, my little chickadees. I want to share a little known fact about CSIA membership. Are you ready? Here it is. This is the best time of year to join. Why? Because CSIA dues are prorated, which is just a fancy way of saying that when you sign up to become a CSIA member now, you will get the rest of this year and all of next year included in your membership dues. Plus, the same is true for any CSIA Industrial Automation Exchange upgrade or package. Of course, CSIA membership is value-packed no matter when you join, but it's kind of nice when you feel like you got a little something off the secret menu. You know what I mean? For more details, visit www.controlsys.org/shine. What are you waiting for? Let CSIA help you and your entire team achieve big things.
My name is Jackie Hanlon, and I am a commissioning engineer for Bastion Solutions. I live in Fishers, Indiana. I like what I do with controls because I find the programming aspects and system design to be super interesting. I stopped by this booth because I saw Audacity running on the laptop when I walked by, and as a massive music sound nerd, I immediately was intrigued. I think the most interesting thing I've seen here so far is probably the Boston Dynamics Gray Solutions dog robot, which I was very much not expecting to see here. I really like that because as much as I'm not super into robotics personally, I really like the uniqueness of taking automated technology to an extent where you have these things that appear like sentient third-person beings.
My name is Tom Georgianis, and I am a Senior Business Development Manager over at ADAMAC One. I live in Columbus, Ohio area, Westerville, but our office is in Belleville, our North American office anyways. I like and love what I do because, I like saving people money with software. I stopped by the CSI booth today because I understand that system integrators are the guys that understand the brains behind the software and all this, so interested in having conversations with those folks. The most interesting thing I've seen at this show so far is how many people are here. There must be 25,000 people here, and some of the swag is really cool, and I like it here because, everybody's here to have a great exchange of information, but everybody seems to have a smile on their face too. So I think everybody's glad to be here and having a good time getting to know one another across industry here and helping one another out and finding where we are.
Hi, my name is Keith Ellis. I am a strategic account manager for Grapevine MSP Technologies in Bakersfield, California. I like what I do because I get to sell. It's just fun. Come to events like this, and I love the integration going on between the IT and the OT world. I've been in IT my whole career, so it's kind of a logical progression for myself. I stopped by the CSIA booth because we're interested in signing up with them and being a partner because we want to be a part of the community. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is probably the stuff that Clarity's doing. I love what they're doing. I think they're going to take it to the next gen by doing some more things, not just about visibility, but enforcement, and that's why I like it.
Hussein. I'm an ET at AdCore. I live in Homer Glen. I love what I do because it's a challenge every day. I love troubleshooting and finding problems and fixing them. I stopped by this booth because I was on my way, and I saw a really interesting power strip that was controllable from remote locations. I also liked the 12-in-1 connector. It's good to use Ethernet, Modbus, everything all in one for the same price. And it was, it's amazing.
My name is Jennifer Palumbo, and I'm the Director of Marketing for eTech Group. I live in Rochester, New York, but eTech is headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio. I love what I do because as a marketer, I get a chance to really let everybody know what system integrators do, because most people don't understand what happens behind the scenes, right? It's just a great opportunity to be able to share that message. In terms of the most interesting thing I've seen at the show, of course, I have to give a plug to the eTech booth because we have our Cobot P3 and he's teeing up golf balls for people to give a chance at their putting skills, which is pretty awesome. But I stopped by the CSIA booth because I wanted to see my friend Lisa and to connect with her and Jose and just hear about the great work that CSIA is doing, talk a little bit about the upcoming conference, and just say hi and connect. It's always a great thing to do.
My name is Davin. I am a electrical technician at eTech Group, and I live in Valparaiso, Indiana. I like what I do because I like troubleshooting. I like figuring out solutions to problems that we're given and making things go smoother for people. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I saw this giant microphone and I wanted to know what it was about. The most interesting thing that I've seen so far is either Spot the Dog or an augmented reality demo where they had somebody walking through how to fix a snowmobile based on what he saw that the screen displayed. I like the second one because I've never thought about an application like that with augmented reality, and I think it makes a lot of sense going forward.
My name is William Sperry. I am a senior lead mechanic overnight for Purdue Farms. I live in Colonial Heights, Virginia. I love what I do because I am a fixer at heart. I fix things that are broken. So this is what I do for a living. I stopped at this booth just because I felt the energy coming from it. It was a great feel, great vibe, so I wanted to come and see what it was. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the robotics demonstration, but the one with the kids. The one with the kids was the most interesting, especially after speaking with them. And that's the reason why I liked it.
My name is David Goynich and my job title is Principal Electrical Engineer for Fortescue Metals Group. I live in Perth, Australia. I love to do what I do because I get to innovate and use fantastic technologies. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I'm a curious little bugger. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is probably the integration between all Rockwell products, and I like it because it's going to unlock huge value.
My name is Heath Sutherland, and I am a safety engineer for Rexel. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I like what I do because I'm a big nerd and I like technical language. Sorry about that. I stopped by the CSI booth because I was bartering with people, and it's what I do on the second day. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the same stuff that I see every year. I like it because it pays my bills. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cassie. I'm here with eTech Group. I am the Director of Operations for our Life Science West Vacaville office. I have really been enjoying Automation Fair. We've got a booth here and we're exhibiting. We've got a pick-and-place robot that's relocating golf balls and helps you select which type of golf ball you want. It's been really fun to see different clients and partners engage with our booth, and it's been really fun to stop by CSIA and say hello to the folks over here. Really appreciate this opportunity, and it's been fun at the show. Hope everyone's having a good time.
My name is Brian Pasco. I am the Director of Business Development for EOSIS. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And the reason I stopped by the CSIA booth today, we are a member, and just wanted to announce that we became a platinum level for system integrators with Rockwell this week.
My name is Sergi. I am the Director of Business Development for Thermosoft. Live in Buffalo Grove and seeing what's around here. That's why I stopped by.
Hi, my name is Philip Swinson. I am a Regional Automation Manager at Electro Design Engineering, based out of Tampa, Florida. I like and love what I do because it's always different and interesting. A lot of technology, a lot of cool toys I get to play with. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I'm a member and they had a really cool promo level multi-tool. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show has been the students with the Lego robots. I think it's really encouraging to see them getting interested and getting into the industry.
With thousands of qualified integrators and suppliers, the CSIA Industrial Automation Exchange is your one-stop spot to identify and connect with a diverse community of integrators and suppliers to help you deliver a low-risk and successful project. Using this powerful platform, you can do customized searches and filter by industry vertical, expertise, location, certifications, and more to source the right partners and products for your needs. For SIs and partners, it provides a platform to support your content and SEO marketing efforts, position yourself as a thought leader, and nurture prospects during their complicated buyer's journey. Why not take a minute to visit www.CSIAExchange.com and see for yourself? No swiping left, no swiping right. Just connect directly to quality industry experts. It's really that simple, I promise.
Hi, my name is Trish Dave. I am a sports broadcaster for company. Well, I'm shopping for a network, so ESPN, if you hear this, holler at me. I live in Chicago. I love what I do because, I'm always at games, so I just much rather get paid to be there. And how do you get paid to be there? You talk about it. I stopped by the CSIA booth because they had this awesome trinket, and I had to know what it was.
My name is Darren Dieleman. I'm the Vice President of Operations with Interstates. I live in Sioux Center, Iowa, which is where our corporate headquarters are. What I love to do is I love to play golf. That's my favorite thing to do when I'm not playing with my kids or hanging out with family, that is. I stopped by the CSI booth because, full disclosure, I'm on the board of directors. Our organization has been a long-time member, certified member of CSIA, and so we have a long history with CSIA and wanted to just kind of spend some time catching up with Jose and Lisa, which has been fantastic. The most interesting thing I'd say I've seen so far at the show, there's a little miniature model of a roller coaster with all the different drives and sensors and all that stuff. I stood and watched that. Everybody was taking videos. That was a pretty cool thing. So I would say that was the most interesting thing I've seen so far at the show. And yeah, it's great to be here.
My name's John Sullivan. I'm a senior director of the West region for DMC. I live in Denver, Colorado. I love what I do because it is really fun to see all the pieces that make everything else that we get to do. Working in a variety of industries means I've seen everything from how you make Skittles to how you move water around a Navy battleship, and getting to really see all the pieces that make a big difference for everything that we interact with, and kind of getting to see under the hood is a lot of fun. I stopped by the CSIA booth because the CSA is a great group that I've actually found a lot of connections. I was at an event on the first night with the sales guy from the distributor, and he joked that I knew more people than he did, and it was largely because of CSIA. So it's been a great group to network and connect with and know more people. The most interesting thing I've seen so far at the show has been a lot of very technical content in helping me sell better on some things that I didn't know. So I've spent a lot of time in kind of the Rockwell technology space, learning about what's coming in the product line, what's there, digging a little bit into some of the technical details, but also just preparing myself into the right spot to kind of get that in front of customers and make sure that that value proposition's there. So that's been the best spot for me.
My name is Dave Nixon. My job title is President, Onyx Engineering. I live in Windsor, Ontario. I like what I do because it's interesting. Every day is a different challenge. I stopped by the CSIA booth because I wanted to see Jose. Most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the Kamau robots and Hoffman software. I like because it's new and interesting.
Hi, my name is Aaron De Los Reyes. I'm Vice President of Industrial Solutions at Softtech International. I live in Northern New Jersey. I love the outdoors. I love hiking and water. I stopped by the booth because Lisa and her show are so awesome. And the most interesting thing I think I've seen so far in the show is this incredible program that Rockwell has with Lego and the first basically youth robotics program that goes all the way from 5th, 6th, 7th graders all the way through college, and Rockwell's mentoring and hiring program. It's been great to come to Industrial Automation Week from Rockwell.
My name is Tommy Babcock, and I'm a Systems 2 engineer at Ropesis. I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I love to skateboard. I stopped by the booth because I saw the mic, and the most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far, it's kind of hard actually. There's so much cool stuff here. I will go with the Boston Dynamic robots. I mean, probably everyone's saying that, but they really are that cool. That's it.
My name is Mary Bruce Clemens, and I am an industrial technician for TW Controls. I live in Roanoke, Virginia. I love what I do because it integrates problem solving and creative solutions. I stopped by the CSA booth because there was a cardboard box on their table that looked adorable with handmade signs, and the art teacher in me made me really happy. The most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is a talk on diversity, equality, and inclusion. I liked it because it was a great conversation to have with a whole lot of people standing around to participate with. Thank you very much.
My name is Kunal Gaur, and I am an account manager for Excel Pro Automation, which is based in Ontario and Quebec province of Canada. I live in Ottawa, do sales and business development in Ontario. I love my job because I'm an enthusiast for automation. I love automation. And I stopped at by the CSIA booth because I found it very interesting. A podcast is a medium of educating people, which is what I'm looking forward to give as much information as we can to people about industrial automation, how the automation industry is moving ahead. The most interesting thing that I have seen at the show so far is the difference in the automation development for the last 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years. That's what we call Industry 4.0. Industry 1.0 starting back in 60s, then going with some developments in automation, bringing in PLCs and robotic automation. Now the fourth generation, which is the data, which is gold these days, and it's going to be the future. I like it because I love getting the analytics done, which is only possible if we have data collection. We can always backtrack the products which are being manufactured in industries. And it's not only specific to industries, it can be done anywhere. People think Industry 4.0 is just industries, but I say it's not just industries, it's everywhere.
Hi, my name is Karen Griffin. I am the Vice President for Hargrove Controls and Automation, and I live in Mobile, Alabama. I like what I do, mainly because I get to help people find an exciting career within the automation industry. I stopped at the CSIA booth because I'm a member of CSIA. The CSIA has provided a tremendous amount of value to our organization, as they do many other systems integrators. And the most interesting thing I've seen at the show so far is the gladiator competition by the high school kids. I really like to see what they're doing in high schools and how they're preparing our students to work in the future of automation.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Talking Industrial Automation. Thanks to all the curious and brave souls who lent their voices to this episode. Special thanks also to Adam at Bespoke Podcast Editing for tackling the editing and sound production challenges of this episode. And of course, thank you for listening. Until next time. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also help others find us by leaving a 5-star review and sharing your favorite episodes with colleagues. Thanks for listening to the Talking Industrial Automation podcast. Thanks also to bensound.com and Wistia for the music bumpers. Until next time.